Tee at 16. Listen to the crowd.
Tiger's got 152 yards. Should be just a nice, comfortable 9-iron for him. They're going to go nuts when he hits this thing.
Ticker-tape parade. The longest and loudest ovations at a golf tournament you will ever hear. A second ago, Tiger Woods at the par 316. The phrase is, I am Tiger Woods.
I've never seen an ovation like that ever at a golf tournament.
I mean, the ovation from the moment he hit the ball until well after he tossed it up into the crowd.
See, that's one way to take care of your bulky putter.
I suspect around the...
And with all of the carryovers, it now is worth $175,000. If you have a good memory, Fuzzy Zeller won 140 here with a 26-foot putt last year. Trevino has the honors since he won the skin at 12.
6-iron, right in line with the flag. Could be stiff.
In the hole! In the hole!
Well, when it was in the air, Jack said that's a pretty shot. It can't get any prettier than that. I said it might be stiff. Hey, Midge, come in here. Hey, Midge, Santa Claus is coming tonight. Hey, there he is. It's him. It's him, ready? Nice going, Lee. Congratulations.
It's Jared Lyle. It's an 8-iron. They got it. They don't have a Hall of Fame partner at number 16, but if they did, Lyle would go in.
Yeah, maybe they should.
There haven't been a whole lot of aces
there. They should
there.
have a wall over there with the guys who've aced it.
That's the first hole they won at 16 since
Sposa did it.
Mike Sposa, 2002. And he is.
Hal Sutton was the first to do it. Of course, everybody remembers Tiger Woods.
want it to get down. Now I'm real curious as to where that ends up on those top 10 highlights on the other network. When this day is done and everybody's dunked and done their thing in basketball, that'll be right near the top. Forever a hero at number 16, Jared Lyle.
And they were out there early this morning.
Oh, yeah. Come on, baby. Hole in one. Come on, baby.
Far this week. This was Robert Allenby at the par 3 13th yesterday, 232 yards with a 5-wood of perfection.
It is. He plays a cut. He normally draws the ball. He hits the little cut with the 5-wood and just could not hit a better shot. In fact, the minute he struck it and it was in the air, somebody in the gallery said, "Go in the hole," which nobody's ever done, and of course it did.
First ever recorded ace in history of the PGA Tour events at Doral.
Martin Flores among those on the 125 bubble. Watch this at 16 as he tries to qualify for the playoffs next week and to keep his card. A hole-in-one at 16 for Martin Flores, and he moves to 123 in the FedEx Cup standings.
This was just earlier today. Jonathan Bird, 135 yards to the hole. Very short, gettable par 3, to say the least. Perfection from Jonathan Bird. Whoa!
Jonathan Bird trying to navigate this 211-yard hole. Wind swirling. He's played over par each of the last 2 years. Definitely not going to play over par for Jonathan Bird today. And that is a hole-in-one. That is the first hole-in-one since 2004 in round 2 by Swedish national.
And another look. He has a beautiful compact swing and aggressive rhythm, and he liked this all the way. Never a doubt. Fantastic. And another look. It looked as if it was going to be close, and all of a sudden it disappears. Thank you very much. Take that, guys. It was a remarkably calm reaction.
What's that? What's that, Doc? Peter, he couldn't see it.
He couldn't believe it.
He's got his son looking on. He's got Jeff Overton looking on. He's at a par 3. Come on, Kurt. How about
Second hardest hole on the golf course yesterday.
Made a hole-in-one at a PGA Tour event as an amateur.
Tremendous.
I mean, how good is that?
Nicholas Thompson, after having made a double eagle at the 11th, a 2 on the par 5, par on the next hole, and now just a sky-high 7 on.
Watch out for that one, Dean. Looky here, looky here. Tee shot of Joey Sindelar. He had 1 over par. Watching it, likes it, coming back down the hill. Hole in one, yes indeed. Blazer at 17 with a 9-iron. Go in, go in. Yes, sir. I guess you'd maybe have to call that an ace-singer.
The 6th hole-in-one in competition at the 17th is once again the island hole. Provides great theater here on the stadium course.
Paul Casey on the tee at the par 3 15th.
Dislocated shoulder at the start of the year, so he's not played much.
This while we're in commercial break. And Casey over par. How about the ace?
Yes, yes,
Greg Connolly is caddy. That was the greatest reaction from a caddy I've ever seen.
Look, 2 cops is my witness. 3 cops.
You know, unfortunately, the car giveaway is back at 13. So he might think that he's going to be driving away in that.
I think he's just found that out. Yeah. He's like, oh.
Casey just told him it's at 13, not here.
Poor guy.
That other one looks pretty damn close.
How'd you like to walk up to the green, hanging your head and being dejected after an ace?
There was such a great celebration, though. He was like, I'm going to get it. He's going to give me the car. He's not even going to get a hubcap.
He's just lagging behind right now.
Classic.
And it's still an ace. You can keep the ace.
Yeah, you get the honor on the next hole.
Oh, man.
Let's go to the 18th, and Bud Cauley having a good day. Oh my! Another one, a second ace of the day. Quicken Loans, you don't pay everybody's mortgage. Another fan gets their mortgage paid for a year. And Bud Cauley has a new fan.
On this very dramatic 17th par 3, here's your leader, who earlier today here jumped out to take the lead in this tournament. with this shot.
Brant Jobe on the tee at the par 3.
Hole cut on the right, a long way away from the water, but there is a bunker there. And
The ace for Brant Jobe.
Was that yes, we may. For example, Stuart Sink stepped up to the 12th hole and made a hole-in-one with a 4-iron, the first hole-in-one on the PGA Tour this year. And then about 45 minutes later, Stuart Appleby with a 5-iron. We've had 2 holes-in-one on the same hole.
Earlier today, well, one of the very exciting things in golf at the 14th hole, par 3, playing 180 yards. This is Russ Cochran out of Paducah, Kentucky.
Go in.
You heard somebody yell at the tee, go in. That's exactly what it did. A hole-in-one for Russ Cochran. As with that shot, he moved to 7 under par for this tournament. And not too often you get to high-five your partners out on the golf course, but when that particular stroke comes into play, that certainly is a time to do it. Our leaderboard now in the 3rd round, Richard Zokol, the Canadian, at 12 under par. Defending champion Mark Brooks, 1 shot back along with Nick Price. Players today, as you notice the asterisk next to Jay Haas's name.
Chalmers with a pitching wedge, 135 yards. Don't get distracted by the view. And a beautifully balanced follow through. He's watching this carefully. And, excuse me, in consecutive groups, a hole-in-one. Awesome. The short par 3 14th, KJ Choi is going to smash it with a pitching wedge. And he won't need to putt. Well played. It's the second ace on the PGA Tour. It's first since 2001, I'm told. An interesting scorecard. Double bogeyed 11, but he's now even par for the 2 par 3s he's played.
Summer Hayes. Now, earlier at the 16th, check out Ernie Els. Par 3 playing 176 yards. This is 7-iron that finds the bottom of the cup for his 13th career ace, his 4th in competition.
Wonder. Well, this is a skinny front edge. The front of the green is about 12 paces wide, max. Pin right on the front. This was literally seconds ago. That's got my attention then. It does, doesn't it? Seconds ago. Oh, yes! Look at these guys. We opened the show with an ace. We've seen another one. Mortgage is being paid left, right, and center. Quit.
That's what happened in the opening round of the Players. You didn't need any setup. You saw Sergio, you saw the atmosphere at 17, you knew something special was about to happen.
Well, it was very cool for me, to see an ace on any hole is awesome, but to see an ace in the 17th is iconic par 3, always the star of the show, was really special. And I got to see it firsthand. I was on the 16th green with Rory McIlroy and company and Sergio made the strike. We saw the profile of the shot from the side, and when it left the club face, it just looked like it had one destination, and that was at the bottom of the hole. And Sergio was very cool about the whole thing, and of course the crowds, they lapped that shot up.
That hole. And speaking of Lucas Glover, are the guys in the truck any good? Dialing it up from Saturday. The man named Glover who doesn't wear gloves. Oh, the ace. What's that? Kevin Tway, Lucas Glover. Wasn't there a third this week?
Grayson Murray.
Grayson Murray. Amazing.
Of course. A nice little Kodak moment at the Kodak Challenge hole this week on tour.
222 yards.
Yeah, if you think that was good. It's one of the toughest holes on the golf course. Probably either rank 1 or 2 in degree of difficulty, but this man's going to help it out. Whoa! What a hole to make a 1 on.
Coming off a 3-putt at the opening hole to make bogey, and then the ace to get it to 3 under par.
Here it is.
You start thinking right now, boy, that's pretty good. Be right.
He didn't say a word. You was right at it.
And when it lands, you think it can't. It cannot happen again.
He's like, what?
See the others. 2006, the last time it happened. Playing competitor and everybody else. Yeah, that's awesome. Pretty much.
The 6-iron at number 8.
He likes when he can tee it up, it looks like.
He sure does. Just a little longer than the 13th hole, dead center. That'll lower your score.
And he's moved up from 21st position to now making a run at the title. This is J.J. Henry, who came to the 5th hole, sharing the lead with 2 others. Hit this pitching wedge at the par 3, and Henry, yes indeed, a hole-in-one to take the lead.
And with the honor here, it's always nice this other group gets to see some extra shots.
And speaking of extra shots, we're going to make Gary Christian call all 6 of these here.
Oh, shit, go in. Man, how lucky are you?
Well, call it, will you? We'll take it from here. That's a hole-in-one for some JM. Perfect shot. Well, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Right job, man. He just needed an audience.
Thanks for that, eh?
At the par 3, this is Peter Malnati. Not having the best of days. Pretty looking swing though. Looks a little like Luke Donald. Look at this. Can it be? Center cut for Peter Malnati. It doesn't get any better than that. How about a hole-in-one on Easter Sunday at Harbour Town?
Well, a moment ago over at the party zone here at 16, where the gambling section is wondering whether or not Mike Sposa is going to hit the green with a 7-iron. And you know what? He missed the green. That is not on the putting surface. I'm sorry, you lose. And the crowd here at 16 just explodes. This is the reason they come here. Sposa birdies 15. Hole-in-one, eagle at 16, moves to -3. What a shot. And a wonderful welcome as he walked up to the green. And one of the great feelings in golf, just what a picture. I better get that mark.
David, surely you're not suggesting that those who bet he would miss the green win that bet.
Oh, I'd definitely hold out for that. That ball's not on the green. Hole's over.
We're beginning with a bang. Sean McKeel, the 03 PGA champion. Here on the 17th, the 6-iron from 197, center cut. And that's an ace.
This as we started the show, Ryo Ishikawa on the tee at the par 3 4th.
Well, this is amazing because we got live clean in place, and for a moment that ball was stationary. Could have plugged in its own pitch mark, could have had a bit of mud on the ball. Maybe there was a bit of mud on the ball that helped it in the right direction. What's the odds on that then?
Another par 3 tee shot. Lee Jansen. He liked this. As soon as it left the blade, it was on a great line, heading out west into the sun. He heard the roar immediately. Beautiful shot. And a very special hole on which to have a hole-in-one. Well done, Lee.
Johnson on the tee, as we said, 207 yards. He gets up and nails it. Boom! In the hole, playing it with Henrik Stenson. Now bear in mind, this had been the second. All right, welcome back. And this while we were away, and already it was a good day for Matt Kuchar, but it got an awful lot better. 2 up on Ross Fisher. And then at the par 3 7th hole, 181 yards, lands it short. And you know where this is going. Yep. So here's the question.
Moment on Friday for Derek Langley at the 16th here at Sedgefield after winning in Puerto Rico last year. It's been a bit of a struggle for him this year, but in the second round, a perfect shot at the par 3 16th and an ace that earned Derek vacations for life from Wyndham Worldwide. Derek was awarded a Club Wyndham Access Vacation Ownership.
Wins here in Asia. He'll defend next week. How about Danny Lee here at the short par 3 4th?
Playing 145 yards to where they've got the flag today. I wonder if 9-iron is enough, Rich.
It's perfect. And ladies and gentlemen, there is the first hole-in-one of the brand new FedEx Cup season, courtesy Danny Lee.
17, where I'm located, obviously, and that roar you heard was this shot right here. 210 yards with a hybrid. 2 bounces and in for the 1. It doesn't get any better than that. From 10 under to 12 under. And a 1 on the card. And a little Quicken Loan mortgage for somebody today. They're loving it here at 17. I've had 14 of them, and each one gets better than the last. Congratulations, DH. Great shot.
The best shot from the opening round of the Arnold Palmer Invitational came from D.A. Points, who didn't like this 6-iron at all at the par 3-7. Imagine what his reaction would have been had he liked the shot, because it was perfect. D.A. was on point. The best shot from the second round of the Valero Texas Open came from Siwoo Kim at the 16th, 167 yards, 9-iron. It was the right club. Perfection for Siwoo Kim, who really poured it on late during Friday's round to surge into the weekend with the lead in San Antonio.
Shot of the day from the final round of the QBE shootout. Par 3 5th, Gary Woodland. There's his partner, Charlie Hoffman, watching, walking away. And you know what, Charlie? Your work here is done. Because Gary Woodland just aced it. That's a 1. Nice. They would finish tied for third. 2 shots back.
Right at it. The shot of the day in an exciting final round of the WGC HSBC Champions goes to Thomas Pieters on the par 3 12th. Can you think what might happen here? Look at this, our third ace in 4 weeks in the 2018-19 new season. the shot of the day at round 1 of the WGC HSBC Champions. Louis Oosthuizen at the par 3 6th. You might guess where this is going to end up. It's tracking an ace for Louis Oosthuizen, the 5th hole-in-one of the season.
The best shot from the second round of the CJ Cup at 9 Bridges. Paul Casey with a 7-iron working the par 3 7th. And this coming into a back pin, lands softly, tracking. And yes, it's in. An ace for Paul Casey, the 2nd of the season, as he vaults to 3 under.
Earlier today on the eve of St. Patrick's Day, Ireland's Seamus Power, the 32-year-old, at the 3rd hole playing 155, put that one on the scorecard. An ace, just the 4th in the history of this event at the 3rd hole.
Pulled it a little bit, but I mean, it was a good shot.
Gets a nice bounce here, no doubt.
Yeah, hit twice in the rough. Watch this.
This was in the 3rd round on Saturday. By Brian from 210 yards. Got himself a BMW. Got some love from the crowd, and it also earned a scholarship for an Evans Scholar as well.
That's fun.
Worth $100,000 there.
All right, 16. Just a moment ago, Billy. That flag is just over that bunker.
Come on.
And Malnati's calling for it. And gets it.
Get so carried away, you got to remember.
Par 3.
Wait a minute.
Par 3.
Dun, dun,
Hang
dun.
on.
Ben Martin on the tee, all square in his match against Matt Kuchar. This was just a moment ago.
It's in the hole.
Can't happen again.
It's in the hole. Oh, you're kidding.
No, I'm not kidding.
What? You are joking me. I wanted to scream out, he's got the wrong club, he's not hitting a 4-iron, but I guess that's one a 4 metal now.
This just happened at the 13th 232-yard par 3. Justin Thomas.
How about that? How about the way it went in? Could have been over the back of the green.
That might be the biggest bounce I've ever seen go into the hole out for the next one.
Moore on the tee. Coming off birdie back at 15 at 2 under. Whoa! Whoa! Zinger, I know you had an ace here at 17, but it wasn't quite like that one.
No, those are pretty.
You're aiming at it. This gets some very clever bounces out of the downslope of that bunker in the Kuyu grass. That's why he was begging just over the bunker. I mean, it made over that bunker an inch.
You say nothing better, Gary. How many times have you had that occasion?
Well, I've made hole-in-ones, but I mean, but not, tournament. I've only made one.
All right. Wow, that is the craziest line of holes. While we were away, this was what just happened in the Bahamas off the club of Alex Noren at the par 3 17th, 181 yards.
It's hard to be unhappy after that one.
And you talk about capping off one of the craziest 4-hole stretches in golf history. He went birdie at 14, eagle at 15, triple at 16, ace at 17 for Alex Noren. He bounces from 6 to 8 to 5 to 7 under in a span of 4 holes. I think you got to give him that yacht parked out in the marina.
Absolutely.
At least. I mean, that is just a beautiful shot. Just takes that little check there, couple of hops, and in for Alex Noren. 36-year-old 18th ranked player in the world. And there's a look at what we're talking about, David. Look at the craziness there from 14 through 17.
Unbelievable. There should be a motorcycle at least.
Yeah, at least one of those.
One back on the tee.
Difficult on the back right there for Calc. Chad Campbell wanted to get into the fun. Also, same shot, same hole, just a little high draw. Just a marvelous swing he has. Of course, while he was doing that.
Shot.
And he's the bubble boy. Came in at 100. This is 6 iron. Believe it or not, this hole 207 yards today. A little assist off the bank.
Yeah!
And a tango for the Argentinian.
He made a 40-footer just to make it to the Deutsche Bank Championship. That putt doesn't drop on the last hole last week. He doesn't have that hole-in-one.
Eastern Time, 3 minutes ago, Rory Sabatini at the 16th. Someone called it out there, a hole-in-one for Sabatini.
Never had an ace before on the golf course, and out at the 9th, where Ches Reavie had one a few days ago.
Well, as good a ball striker as he is, it shocks me that this is his first one. And he didn't know what to do.
And then Roy's like, is that your first one? Really? Yeah, the caddy hadn't even been.
Curve. Coming to 16, the par 3 with a 9-iron from 146 yards.
He flew at 148 though, Terry.
That was the plan, Frank. First ever hole-in-one on the PGA Tour. And the 7th, actually that was the 6th. 2 groups later, Greg Chalmers a hole-in-one at 16. And we've had 7 at the Deutsche Bank Championship.
This from J.J. Spawn at the 16th. 207-yard par 3 playing downhill to a front right hole location. And this one is perfect. And that's worth 5 points in this modified Stableford format.
Stallings on the tee here at 13. 8-iron from 200 yards. This was just a moment ago. Very difficult left hole location. But no problem whatsoever for Stallings. There's the hole in one. One bounce and in. Frank, how many hole-in-ones you had in your career, sir?
Single digits, but I never saw them go in like that. Straight down the drain pipe.
That was awesome.
What about you, Craig?
I had 6.
What are you talking about difficult?
Brown Deer, 14th hole, 202-yard par 3 with a 6-iron.
Bring it in there.
The 9th hole-in-one of his young life. Yeah, that's yours. And there's the scramble.
Can't keep him out of the limelight.
No, you can't.
It's out in the lake.
It does, doesn't it? Jack Nicklaus leading the tournament at even par, 289. Mark Hayes, 1 over, won it last year. John Mahaffey, who has now faded from a position of contention as a result of problems today. John is 8 over.
Right on it. Look at this. Oh,
John Mahaffey finally getting a pleasant moment on this Sunday. Holds it out on 15. That is the second hole-in-one we have had in the Tournament Players Championship this year. Greer Jones had one opening day at 12. My goodness.
And when Greer came in the locker room after his one, Keith, he was laughing so hard, he said, can you listen to the start? He says, I started 6-4-1-7. Sounded like a phone number, he said. That's great for little John there. He hit a good shot here yesterday, and he hit a 4-iron, he told me, after when it hit on the green, it jumped the trap, and he was lucky to make a 4. Looked like he made up for it. Of course, that's Crenshaw's ball pretty close to the hole there.
Yes,
so Ben
it is.
must have hit a very good shot.
And Graham is not beyond birdie range himself. That green has been putting decently all week long. But John Mahaffey, for this moment at least, is the man as he holds it out at 15.
A sobering thought. Does he have to buy drinks for the house now?
Yeah, does the insurance apply?
That's right. We need a ruling on this.
Watch him enjoy it.
Think he could sell that to Lou Graham for a little bit right now?
I think so. Someday I'm going to have one of those. I've been flailing for 38 years and haven't had it yet, but the law of averages is gaining, I think.
Well, it's always surprising when it goes.
Bit too much break. Now at 8, Stricker. See the flag way back right. Started right. Is it coming back? I don't think he's happy with it. Well, he was leaning as if he really didn't like it. It's in the hole. He wasn't comfortable with that. But he sure is now. He leads by 2. Thank you very much. Oh my gosh. 6 on for Stricker. 5 under for this front 9.
The final round is underway at Colonial, and we've had a topsy-turvy day, and the lead has changed hands and has gone back to Webb Simpson, but there's been action like this. A one-hop hole-in-one for Brian Stewart just a short while ago over at the 16th. He's not one of the contenders here, but what a highlight for Brian Stewart, the winner in New Orleans a year ago. But look who's making
and the consolation match.
Yeah, even though they're disappointed they didn't get to the championship match, there's a lot to play for. And this was just a moment ago. Hideto Tanahara with an 8-iron, Dan. And He played it perfectly.
That was perfect. Yeah, Johnny, your comment was just a little late. Or early, I should say.
Well, he says his putter's the favorite club in his bag, but guess what? He doesn't need it here. So he goes one.
This was just a moment ago. Nick Taylor, tee shot, par 3, 205 yards. Wants it to sit. And guess what? Somebody says go in the hole.
Do it.
And somebody was right.
Yes.
Now, how about that? He just came off an eagle at number 5. So he's now eagle 5 and made hole in one at 6.
Make it up ground fast, huh?
Yeah, I would say so. So we've seen an amateur hole in one today, and now Nick Taylor claims one for
the video. We scrambled to get the video. Lee Westwood, the first hole in one since the tournament was held here with a 9-iron from behind right now, Nick. And now from close up.
Oh, a perfect one. Wasn't getting anywhere else.
Third ace on this golf course. 6-1 in tournament history. High fives all around for Lee.
Two hands saying, now what do I do? Thanks. He's got that for the half.
Drinks on you, buddy.
He's over the weekend here, and this over at the 8th hole, Richie Wierenski. And a hole in one. Thank our friends from PGA Tour Live for providing that.
Setting up a little left. Club face aiming a little right. An interesting squirm at that one. There you go. There you go. That was a special place to do it. It's going to break your shoulder off. Someone's going to get injured here. Gets him to 5. There could be a broken finger here between the time we get to that ball out of the hole. We just got to be careful. What a throw here at
7-yard par 3. Mike Sullivan hit a 7-iron. It went over the water, up the 2-tiered kidney-shaped green. Go in. Look what happened. That augurs well for the tournament. A hole in one for Mike Sullivan at 12. The 13th hole.
5 yards. He did it big time. This, a 6-iron. His second hole-in-one this year. Never left the flag. Kenny Perry, of course, goes on to shoot that course record 9 under 63.
Quality. Thanks.
The best shot from the final round of the Puerto Rico Open comes from Austin Truslow at the par 3 16th, 202 yards, and this one disappears into the cup. A hole in one as he finishes in the top 10.
We'll have a look. 203 yards to the cup for the second round. Playing with Fred Funk.
Thank you very much indeed.
Shot of the day in the opening round of the QBE shootout. The fourth ace in this tournament's history. Charlie Hoffman had himself a day on the back nine, and this is a big reason why. He didn't even see it go in. That will be an expensive evening at the bar.
Shirt there. Well, that's a fun hole to get a home run. This will get it on tape. That is Brian Clare.
Hey, Bob, you think you might hit this one as well?
Just over the pin. Sit down. Watch this baby roll right back.
Come back. Go in the hole.
The best shot from Friday at the Genesis Open came from J.B. Holmes at the par 3 6th, that trademark hole with the bunker right in the middle of the green. J.B. avoided the bunker. Did he ever? How about that one? Perfection, an ace, and that got J.B. Holmes to 7 under, good for a share of the lead at the time, on the way to a round of 63.
11th for Brent Geiberger. Be the right distance, he says. Was it ever? And what a month it has been for the Geiberger family, the Metropolitan Golf Family of the Year. Dad Al, brother John, coach at Pepperdine University. It's their first family reunion in 8 years. Of course, never won on the PGA Tour. Young Brent, 74 career events on the PGA Tour. A couple seconds. Been knocking at the door, played well at the Motorola Western Open a few weeks ago. And might this be the case? He said he hasn't been hitting the ball too solidly. Well, I don't think that iron shot at the 11th could have been hit more solidly.
His tee shot yesterday, Doug Martin, with a 5-iron.
Looks pretty good, Doug. You ready?
He likes it. It looks good. It is good. That, unbelievably, was Doug Martin's 15th hole-in-one in his playing career. As we go back to
Murph, Hal Sutton.
195 yards.
4 over par today at this point.
Excuse me, the graphic says 205. I'm wrong. Good swing this. Good position. Watch out. Oh! You buy the drinks, Hal. You buy the drinks.
That'll put a smile on his face after losing 4 shots to par. An ace at 17. 8 under par. Noted football fan Wayne Levy out at the 12th. 211 yards. What do you think? 4, 5-iron?
Well, this is probably a 4-iron today. Again, he's going to have to land the ball on the front part of this very difficult par 3. As you can see, it hits and releases. I believe he's read the break just about right.
And a hole-in-one for Wayne Levy. An ace out of 12. And the defending
on the tee at the par 3 that measures 174 yards. This just a moment ago. Charles Rollerson with a 7-iron. Middle left hole location has been very accessible today. And that's about as accessible as you can get a hole-in-one for Charles Rollerson. High fives from Danny Briggs and Nota Begay as playing partners. So he moves to 1 under par.
Right now, Gary, that's projected to be the cut figure, so a huge swing of events there.
Well, we see only 2 previous holes-in-one recorded here at the TPC at Sugarloaf. Phil Blackmore in 97 on the 2nd hole, and Jay Delsing in 97 as well on the 11th. turn as well. Allison included. Peter, it's amazing to me. You always, when you make one, you always kind of peek over the edge just to make sure it's in there, you know? Yes, sir. Great feeling.
It's Bob Friend with a 4-iron. Hole location on the left. Firm hard green, tracking. Hole in one. Third ace in the Players' Championship at this par 3/8. Second hole-in-one of this championship so far. As you remember, Joey Sindelar had the ace at the Island Green at 17 yesterday. But folks, this is a
Plantation Course in Kapalua, home to the Century Tournament of Champions. Let's kick off 2019 in style. What do you think?
7 off from 186.
Pat Kazire.
Oh, yeah. Welcome back.
This is the 218-yard par 3. Kokrak coming off the birdie at 14.
This is another big, difficult par 3. Big, giant green that kind of has a hump in the middle.
What a shot by Jason Kokrak. Is that going to go in? Yes! And Jason Kokrak delivers the perfect ace.
Now over the 9th, John Merrick.
I think this should be a very comfortable 6-iron for John.
Oh! There you go.
You good?
Enough. Go. Go.
Oh, yeah?
I'm sure he's tired of hearing reports that he can't make a check on the Florida swing, and so this round would be a this little bounce here.
Beam in 2007. 179 yards. One of the great reactions you ever saw right here. He just won that sports car, that Nissan